Your brother, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Your brother, faced with hard luck. Faced with hard luck. Card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck. Pimps and card shots, thieves, murderers with hard luck.
Good morning and welcome to the Hard Luck Show. I'm your certified, qualified West Side host, Steve Lucky Luciano. Yeah. Sitting across from me is my co-host.
It's Chumahan Bone, American Indian, Southern Californian, elegant barbarian, here with Big Lux, Old Blue Eyes once again.
Yeah. And Old Blue Eyes.
That's right, Sean Lewis, certified audio professional. Why you stepping on my shit, man?
Because you always come in soft, bro.
What are you talking about?
You do like a jazz voice. You're like, hi, welcome to PBS. This is Old Blue Eyes.
Sean Lewis, certified audio professional engineer.
All right.
Yeah.
For the Hard Luck Show.
Yes.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have a guest reigning from Japan, but residing in Los Angeles. I want to welcome my friend Hide to the show.
Yeah.
What's cracking, everybody?
What's cracking, everybody?
What's cracking?
Fucking the most legitimate lowrider, originally from Japan, here putting it down, bro, for LA.
How did you meet Hide? How did you guys come to know each other?
Me and Hide know a lot of the same people already.
Yeah.
A lot of the same people. And I think I might have seen him somewhere and he's seen me somewhere, but we never introduced until Christian OG Snoop.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Christian.
Big shout out to Christian OG Snoop. Introduced us, man. And right away we started rapping and he was talking about some people he knew. Hey, do you know so-and-so? I know so-and-so. We just started kind of going back and forth. And, you know, over time, I started to get to know how consistent this guy was. Like, he's really about it. Mm-hmm. Like, who he's rolling with, his rides, his business, just a lot of different things, man. And we started getting, you know, talking more and more. And he was explaining
Yes, sir.
his whole coming out here and his love for the culture and Chicano culture and his life and how so many things mimic, you know, each other's similarities and these different things. And I was just like, you know, man, and now we talk a lot more. I mean, I'm trying to do more things with Hide, man. He's got his finger on the pulse. He's a good dude. He does what he says.
Thank you.
And yeah, man, he's just like, it's just crazy, dude. Cause this guy's more in tune in some things than even cats from out here are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, man, we've been rapping it out, man. And we know I have a love for Japanese culture in general. You know, I've been out there a lot of times. Early 90s, you know, there was a lot going on between Los Angeles and Tokyo. You know, we were selling lowriders. There were their culture. We were going out there, and it was go back and forth. So I have a deep affinity. Is that the right word?
Yes.
For Japanese culture. I love, and when me and him were talking, we were talking about like the cultures of like Chicano culture, Latin culture, and Japanese culture. And there are some similarities in the way that people live and how they get down. And we were talking about the other day. But yeah, I just think he's an interesting cat, bro.
Well,
I have my man on over here.
Well, let me ask this then. What are the similarities? All right, what are the basic similarities between Japanese culture and Chicano culture, as you guys have discussed it? What do you think are the similarities?
I think, you know, like Mexican have the Aztec culture, that, which is like a soldados, you know,
soldier,
and, yeah, soldier, and you know, we have a culture of the like a samurai.
Yep,
that's we are soldier too, you know.
So warriors.
Warriors. You know, I think that's a very similar. Honestly,
it is.
You know, yeah.
What else, Big Lux? What do you see where you're like, you know, there is a overlap?
Very humble people.
Oh yeah.
Work ethic people. People that enjoy, not afraid to work. You know, a lot of very family orientated. You know, some of those things were coming out. You know, the systematically the grandmother, the mother live in the same home with the family, and like these traditions. It's tradition, and I think some of the Latino traditions and cultures, in many ways, there's some similarities there.
What about tattoos and body art? Is there
That's a totally
similarities?
different.
Yeah.
What? Because Japan have like a wabori, which is like colors, everything.
Sure.
But homies doesn't have a colors, right? Only like black and gray.
But still covers the same kind of like full body suit. Man, and I think it's interesting that the Japanese culture, in their culture, they cover themselves that tattoo. Some people, right? Some people.
Right.
Some people in America, the same thing.
Yeah.
Just a different style.
A different style,
but it's still a warrior. It's still a underground secret. We don't show. They don't show the tattoo much. Like
in Japan.
Japanese gangsters. Yeah, but nowadays it's a little bit different. But old school people, they don't show that tattoo. Only like they have an inside. Oh, how do you call it? The bodysuits. Bodysuits.
Yeah,
bodysuits, and they don't show much.
Do you have any understanding, Ide, of what the history or the roots are for Japanese tattoo art? Like, how did it arrive? What is it?
Honestly, I don't know, like, not pretty much, because I'm not tattoo artist, and I don't, I don't have a Japanese tattoo. Because it used to be only Japanese gangster have, like a Japanese mafia, which is a Yakuza.
Yes.
Only they can have it.
I see.
Yeah. But nowadays, everybody can have it. But for me, that's not like real, because you're not Yakuza, but they can have it. That's not like real.
Is there anyone in Japanese culture or related in any way that expresses like, hey, wait a minute, man. The tattoos used to mean something when I was coming up, and it was only certain people. Now everybody's got a tattoo. Do you hear that at all from your friends?
Yeah, kind of, but...
You hear the same thing, right, Big Lux?
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Same.
All of a sudden, Post Malone's got face tattoos, and he's walking around doing all that bullshit.
Kids putting sureño on them.
For real?
Yeah, man. Like, all sorts of crazy stuff. Like, you see people doing... different things. What the wow? Like these days, used to be 20 years ago.
That's
20,
different. Yeah.
It's different. You couldn't just get certain things on your body. Now people think but it's part of the culture. It's part of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The tattoo shop and it is now everybody's
Yeah.
But I haven't been to Japan in about, I want to say about 15 years.
15 years.
15 years
last
ago,
time was 2008?
Yeah, around
was
2008, 2007. Yep. When was the last time you were in Japan?
2000, like 5 years ago? Yeah. With Mr. Criminal, it was like a Japan tour. So I was with him, Yeah.
You set it up?
Yeah, kind of like I'm kind of set up, and I was there and they're having fun, like
Heck yeah, right?
He said that with a laugh. He's like, and I was there having fun.
Now, Mr. Criminal's a rapper from out here.
Yeah.
So, he has a lot of connections in business in Japan.
Yeah.
So he's got, that's also kind of why me and him trying to work together on different avenues, because he has a lot of things sewed up on both ends.
Right.
And, he's thinking bigger. You know what I'm saying?
What are some of the major changes since you were there in about 5 years ago? What do you think is the biggest change in Japan since you've been alive?
Last time I was in Japan like 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So, like, honestly, not, maybe like they got a lot of robots, like with no more waitress. Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. Even like, like Japan, when you go to like a little restaurant, they have a waiter, the waiter? How do you say waitress?
Waitress, yeah.
But using that vending machine, you're gonna like put all the money, and then you get like a ticket, and then you get like a fucking ticket, and then you give to the waitress, and then you get food.
Right.
Have you been there or no?
No.
Now it's more like a vending machine a lot.
Really?
Yeah. You know?
Wow. So everything's becoming automated.
Yeah, exactly.
So if everything's becoming automated,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
What happens?
Only but only in Tokyo.
In Tokyo.
Countryside,
Yeah.
little bit still old school, but
Sure.
like, you know, like downtown area.
City, but city-
yeah, city,
city
yeah,
crazy.
city is a crazy. Yeah.
So what happens? And this is something that we're struggling with here in this country.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do about the jobs? What happens with the jobs? Answer the question. Yeah, come on, man.
You know, like that's hard, man. Like, you know, like,
You don't have no answer for
guys,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know about all that,
Yeah,
man.
look at
Hey.
it. I'm just trying to
You know
set up
what?
another toy. What the fuck is that?
Look, I'm not from here, right?
Sure.
Honestly, I don't have a paper, nothing. I'm here for the student visa,
Right.
so I can have the work.
Right.
I have to like make money by myself,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna work, so I need to figure out by myself. So I can focus the another people. So, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have nothing.
Yeah.
On the
You
student.
don't have that luxury.
Listen, he's got to figure it out for himself. What are you studying?
Oh, the English.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
it's coming along very nicely, my friend.
Thank you.
He's
Thank
good English.
Yeah.
Thank you. If he starts speaking too fast, you
Yeah.
just tell him, hey.
Okay,
slow
yeah,
down,
yeah, yeah.
slow down, 'cause, you know, he worked
I
with the
do
guy.
speak really fast.
Oh, really?
'Cause sometimes I don't know what he's saying. I get
okay,
fucking
okay.
confused with this guy. Let me ask you something, though, Hide.
Yeah.
Because you openly, very happy to, hey, Chicano, right? Los Angeles, Chicano.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
blood.
Lowriders.
Lowriders,
Yeah,
you know, this
yeah.
is me. When you talking to maybe you go in Japan,
Yeah.
back to Japan,
Yeah.
everybody cool. Maybe some people like, why you try for
To
that?
be like a Chicano
Right.
or something.
It's
Okay.
weird.
No, like, you know, I always representing like from Japan. You know, I never try to be Chicano. Some people talking to me like, why you wanna be, you know, I got like an interview from a big YouTuber, the shout out to the Peter Santenero, and I seen the comment, why you wanna be the Chicano? But no, I don't wanna be Chicano. I just respect the Chicano culture, you know, and I represent by myself where I come from, you know. So honestly, now my boys visit me from Japan, and they told me like, hey, everybody respect you. You know, because I'm here by myself and I got plugged to the homies, you know, and I like, so everybody like showing love now. That from Japan, even from here. So, you know, so I don't get trouble, nothing. Yeah. So far.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, so far, you know.
So, what was it that attracted you to the Chicano style and the culture? What did you see, and when did you first notice it that you were like, oh man, that's fucking badass?
Yeah. How that happened?
Okay, so the one Japanese guy, he was in the Yakuza, and then he busted California before, and then he busted in California State Prison, and then he got sentenced like 12 years, and he became a outsider, and then he got deported, and then after that he got deported, he write under the book, and then I was reading the book.
Okay.
And then I was like,
What
"Damn,
book is this?
Yeah, they have it in
gonna
the
look it
English.
up. I'm gonna look it
Yeah.
up.
The Mr. K. That's called the Mr. K. Kei.
Really?
Yeah. He's a Sureños, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah. And then he got plugged to the homies, and then after I read the book, I went to see him, and then I got plugged to him, and then we became a real good friends. He's like he's like my dad, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then 2009, he invited a lot of homies from here, and then I met the Chicano people first time, and then you know everybody like blessed tattoos, and you know they looks tough, but they was like so nice to me,
Right.
You know, then I was like, damn, you know they're gangster, but like why he so nice? Why they so nice? You know. Then later, like I figured out, the Chicano people from California. So, okay, I want to go to there. I want to see the Chicano like people. I want to spend time with the people, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I moved to here the first time. You know, was like 10 years ago.
Wait a second. So So I'm looking at the book. It's called Ex-Japanese Gangsta Yakuza.
That one,
right?
Yeah, that one.
Mr. K.
Yeah, Mr. K. Yeah.
And I'm reading just from the description, all right? And then
Okay.
you can kind of talk a little bit about like
Okay.
what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says, K's life is kind of complicated. He doesn't understand the word of meaning of love. And then his life started to go bad. Now, this is on here. I'm not saying this myself.
Okay.
Okay, I don't want to get in any trouble. All right. His life started to go bad way after he stabbed his school teacher when he was in middle school. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Since he joined a young gang called the Busuzoku.
Bosozoku, which is a biker gang. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, Bosozoku.
Bozozoku. I think I actually read about that I think there was something called Tokyo Vice, which was about an American reporter that went and worked at the Tokyo newspaper for a long time and was
Really?
on the Yakuza beat. They think they made a series out of it. It's interesting. But they talked a little bit about that. Is there something special about the Japanese bike gangs? Like,
Yeah.
how is it the same or different than the ones here in LA or in America?
Oh, like like over there is like a more like what do you call like a more like a sports bike?
Yeah.
Here's a Harley, but over there is a more like a faster one. And
Right.
then they custom like more like little bit upper. Like I don't know how to say the English. But like a little bit different custom.
Yeah, it's like a sports bike, like the crotch rocket or whatever they call that, right? Like really fast.
Yeah. And
Right.
then they custom and then they group of the people and then like how what do you call like this?
Rev?
Or
Throttle?
something,
Throttle.
maybe. Yeah,
To
yeah,
make
yeah,
the
yeah.
engine loud?
Yeah, and they
Yeah,
make
yeah,
a
yeah.
sounds, make a sound.
They make a lot of sound.
Yeah. Wham, wham,
Yeah, they're
wham,
making
wham,
a lot of-
wham,
Yeah.
wham. Like that.
The louder, the better.
Yeah. And then they make a sound, and if you like you can make a good sound, they respect you. Yeah.
The sound of your
Wow.
engine.
All right. So then, right, this
Yeah.
father figure, it says it escalates and then he joins the Yakuza. And then everything goes smooth until little homie sold him out to the FBI in Hawaii.
Oh yeah, he got busted.
What
Hawaii.
happened?
He deal with somebody like with the FBI.
And that's how he got busted.
Yeah.
And then it was in the prison system is when he became
Because like he told me like back in the day they don't have a FBI in the Hawaii. Only FBI was from here. So he got busted in the Hawaii, but he have to move to the United States.
right.
That's why he got like busted in California. Mm-hmm. Maybe he went to like over 20 prison because he fights a lot in the prison.
Does that happen, Big Lux? People fight in the prison and then it gets
Pick up more time.
Yeah. And so how did you come across his book? You met him and he told you how to book?
You know what? Like I started learning like I was in the 18 years old, and my big brother from another mother, he introduced me that book. And I was
see.
like, hey, he said like, hey, he the leader of this book,
Mm-hmm.
Then I was okay, let me read it. When I started reading, I couldn't stop, Like, oh damn, this is crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah, and then next week I went to like his city, and then I met him.
Where was this? Where?
When?
Where?
Oh, where? Okay, so I'm from Kyoto, Japan.
Kyoto.
Yeah, that's West Japan.
Yeah.
But he live in the East Japan, so I have to drive like 6 hours.
So wait a second, because maybe I'm a little fucked up. You're telling me that you're 18, lowrider, brother from another mother says, read this book.
Yeah.
It's going to put the sauce on your brain, fool.
Yeah.
You read it and you're like, yeah, I can't put this shit down.
Yeah.
And then what? You hop in your ride and drive to the city?
Yeah, next
And what,
week.
What do? You knock on the door and be like, hey, man, I read your book.
like I'm maybe like I have like emotional people, like emotional, like when I see like I want it,
Yeah.
I go right quick,
Yeah.
I don't think nothing. I just
Passionate.
wanna,
Passionate.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah.
I don't think nothing. I just want to see him. Okay,
That's
let's go.
This is why he's here, successful in America.
Right.
No, not yet, but
Yeah, because dog, this is your attitude. You go and get it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you drive over there and
Yeah.
answer your door.
Yeah,
Author,
exactly.
Mr. Writer, open the door.
Hey.
But that time he had a store.
He did.
Yeah, he had
store.
that. Yeah. He had a store like a homie style, like
Oh, so it was
yeah. That's why I
Ooh,
was
how much
there.
are these? How much are these, mister? Yeah. Start a conversation.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Did you start a conversation?
Yeah.
Did you tell him you read the book?
Before I go, honestly, before I go, they had a MySpace. You remember the MySpace?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, so you message? a
Yeah.
little bit.
Hey,
You
I want to
see.
go there,
Yeah.
but he's not pull up or something,
Right.
not like that, He just said, okay, That I was like, oh, should I go?
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go,
it, let's go.
Yeah.
La volada.
Yeah.
La
You
volada,
know
What did
what's
you
up?
just-
Yeah.
what did you
La
say?
volada. La volada.
And so you go there, you go to the store, you sit down, and you say, how did you break the ice, though? I mean, how did you?
What do you mean the break the ice?
It means that he said okay. You
Yeah.
were like, shit. Is he being polite but doesn't want me to show up, or should I go?
Yeah.
He said, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm
let's go,
E-Day.
yeah.
I'm passionate. I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
You go there.
Yeah.
But at some point, you gotta look him in the face and say, hey, I read your book, man.
Oh yeah.
How did you get past the hurdle, and how did he know you weren't crazy?
So, he's still a people,
Yeah.
So I'm not scared nothing, and
Alright.
just talk to nicely.
Yeah. Respectful.
Yeah, respectful. And I think that's it.
And then at what point, like after you approached him respectfully, right? And he said, I read your book.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And at what point did it become like a friendship where you're like, you know what?
I keep going.
going.
Every month, once in a month, I keep going. He trusts me more.
Mm-hmm.
And later we get more like family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we do a Japan tour together, and we get very very close.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what for you did he give you like a word of advice or some wisdom that could only come from a guy like that meant something to you?
What? Sorry, what does it mean? Though I don't get it. What does it mean?
Like
I don't know how to.
no,
Like
I
advice?
No. Wisdom or advice, meaning like he's kind of an older man, right?
Yeah.
And he has had a lot of experience.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he can see in you some similarities.
Yeah.
So
or
he-
something okay. Yeah.
And so he wants to give you some information, education, wisdom.
Yeah.
Something that is going to help you along in your life.
Oh, you know what? He was spent with he spent with a lot of homies in the prison, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he learned about a lab, and the Japanese people is we don't show the lab much, but Mexican people are showing lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I get there, he showed me to so much lab,
Mm-hmm.
When I go there, spend time 2 days, 3 days, his house, and then he give me hey, this is gift for your parents, That I was man, these guys are he's from gang, but he's so nice to me,
Right.
that I feel oh shit, I'm learning from something from him,
He was learning the culture through him.
Yeah. He's a real, only one Japanese person, a real, Serenios,
Yeah. Wow, man. Now he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
You
in
guys
Japan.
still talking?
Yeah, of
Everything
course.
good.
Yeah, I talked to
good.
2 days ago.
Good. Are you gonna do any more music tour in Japan?
You know what? 20 years ago was
Was
Chicano culture was cracking, but now it's no more. So if I invite somebody, I have to pay the money, hotels, everything. So I'm gonna pay from my pocket.
Right.
That's a little bit hard now.
Yeah,
So now, maybe not.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
No, man. It's,
I need a sponsor. I need a sponsor.
You need a sponsor. Big sponsor.
Big sponsor. Yeah.
Fuck, man. I just find it, to come out here on your own and thrive, and that's what he's done, bro. I'm telling you, man, this guy, you're doing it, bro. What's up with the lowriders?
You know, like I've been lowriding 15 years now. You know, like I started lowriding in Japan. You know, and then my big brother teach me how to fix it. You know, and then now I moved to here, and then finally I got Lincoln Town Car and then clowning motherfucker.
Yeah, clowning motherfuckers with the Lincoln.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he showed up with a gang of his homies, and they all rolled up a number of times to a couple different events we had.
Yeah.
Turned it all out. Had
Right.
the whole shit closed down, streets and everything.
Yeah.
LA style.
Right. And so, do you tell Mr. K? Do you tell him about what's going on in Los Angeles?
Yeah,
And-
sometimes like you know, I give him like not information, but you know, like we help each other. Hey, what's up over there now? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know, it's cool. Like you know, but everything changing. You know? Yeah.
Big Lux, why did you say that Ide has his finger on the pulse more than sometimes some people from LA? What is it that he knows? How is he in contact?
Because I don't. Well, there's a couple different things. For one, okay, take for instance, I love Americana clothing, workwear, American workwear.
Right.
That's like something I really love. American denim and I love it, you know, workwear. If you were to go to Japan, they've like sussed it out so much that the workwear they're producing is like at a platinum level of the best workwear in America.
Right.
Like German corduroy, the way they present it, they've gone way beyond anything America could do. They've like find it out, sifted it out, and it's perfect. They've figured it out. Like, and so they do that. Like if you were into rockabilly and you were like a rockabilly and you were to go out there and deal with that, you would see how down pat they have red line jeans and creepers and fucking like they're like everything they choose to do, they do it way deeper, better. So with, you know, me and Hide were talking about a gentleman that was from Japan that would build lowriders. There was a lowrider builder from Japan, and he built fucking most of cartoon shit. He was from Southside.
Yep.
He built Estevan shit, and this guy was straight Japanese, hardly spoke any English. But every lowrider in Los Angeles knew this dude, and not only did they knew him, they wanted him to build their hydraulics. But his waiting list was too long. You got back. Big dope dudes, big artists had the money to get with him. That's why he was doing everybody big, all this shit. But he grew up in Japan. He knew hydraulics better than anybody over here. And it's just like a testimony. So I know that this guy is paying extreme attention to a lot of different things that we just kind of take for granted. And he just, you know, he's more up on car clubs, locations, you know, who's riding where, than a lot of guys that are in the mix. I mean, fucking Lowrider just did an interview on him.
And
Probably
what
do a couple interviews on him, you know?
What was
They're
that?
trying to keep up with this guy.
What-
Think about that.
What kind of things was Lowrider asking you? What were they interviewing you about? What were you telling them?
Because I'm from Japan, you know, it's a rare, you know, like that's why they ask me why you came here for like lowriding, you know. That's what they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did you tell them?
You know, you're gonna watch the YouTube.
Yeah, where do we go to see that? Where do we go to see that?
That one is where?
Oh, you're gonna type in like a Japanese lowrider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's gonna
come
pop
out.
up.
Yeah.
And
it come
Ide's handsome face is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
there.
Model.
Look at this.
Model.
Oh, humble, Mr. Humble over here, right? That's awesome.
Maybe
So
he did. Maybe Supermax ad soon for me. Supermax ad, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna start workout.
Nah.
yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, and if it's improper, you can tell me.
Yeah.
But what about your family, your parents, when you said, "Listen, man, Dad, Mom, I'm into the lowriders, and I'm gonna go over to America and do the culture." Were they stoked about that?
My dad was like a little bit worried about me, but my mom said like, yeah, you should do like whatever you want it, you know. That's how like she pushed me more. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's go. Like everything I figured out by myself, and then I go, you know, I moved to here, you know. Still like, but like later I met like a lot of homies, and you know they love the family. You know, I'm learning from how to love my family. Before I didn't have the love to my family, you know?
You want to go.
Yeah. But
Right.
now I feel a little bit like, I miss my family
Yes.
now, you know? Before, I never thinking like that.
That way.
Yeah, but now, you know, like homie show me to how to love the family, you know?
You hear that?
Yeah.
It's really like, yeah.
Now my mind is a little bit changed, you know? You know, like last time, last year, my mom visited me, like, you know, from Japan. I never hugged my mom. And then, you know, but last time I hugged my mom's, you know, and I feel like, you know, that's a baby. I go like a better way now, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
That's interesting, bro.
Yeah.
That you share
But you
that.
know what? I never say I love you to mom. Still, that's a little bit shy to me.
Shy for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you guys are every time.
Yeah, but it's different
right?
culture.
Yeah, exactly.
Culture
you know?
is different, bro.
Yeah. But I want to take something good from you guys, you know?
Like your friend,
Yeah.
you're bringing something good back to Japan.
Yeah,
share with you. Right.
yeah, you know?
Wait a second. Hold on a second. I want to get down to this for a second. Wait a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Because this is for us. This is it's interesting for
Okay.
us to understand a little bit because. So, what was it like when you hugged your mom for the first time? Did it make her a little uncomfortable, or did?
Yeah, of course, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know, first time because we don't do hug with parents.
Right.
You know, I feel like, oh,
Hold on.
yeah, that's, you know, don't get me wrong. We love the parents, though.
No,
we know.
we
Yeah.
know that. We
Yeah.
know that. Because
But-
here, it's hugging all day, and
Yeah.
sometimes you don't even love the person. It's just hugging. So we got the opposite.
Yeah.
But I'm asking you, so like, were you leaving, or you came back and you said, "Mom, I'm gonna hug you," and she's like, "What do I do? Put my arms up?"
I give you more detail, though. So,
Yeah, please.
when she came here, I take her to my homie's house, right? So when we leave my homie's house, everybody hugged
hug her.
my mom. Oh shit! You get me? Yeah. And then,
So this guy's standing around like, oh man, what the fuck?
You know, like I feel a little bit weird.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
you know?
of course.
Why I can't do it and then my homies
we can
does?
do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I
Wait,
feel
wait,
like a little bit like, oh.
So at that point in time, did your mom was just like, "Well, I'm in this new place, so I'll just do what they're doing." So she was hugging your homie
homies,
friends.
No problem.
Yeah,
Right.
no
Right.
problem. Because you know, like maybe we know you guys doing hug, you know?
Right,
but
right.
we
She
don't
knows.
do it. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
right.
You
So
know?
I do for you people.
Yeah.
When in
understand,
Rome,
we
do
understand.
what the Romans
Right,
do.
right,
Got
right,
it.
right.
You
But
know?
then, like at that moment, did you guys like lock eyes?
No, not like that. You know, just like side to side. You know, like not face to face. You know,
Right,
yeah. But you know, for me,
Yeah.
to me, that's a big step.
Yes.
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 Get me?
Of
Like,
course.
yeah, you
Yes.
know,
Hell yeah.
super big.
Did you
know?
have a big feeling?
What you talking about? Everybody over here
like,
understanding what you're saying right now.
okay.
Yeah.
But was it a big feeling for you when you did
Of
it?
course, like I feel like very not embarrassing, but like,
Like shy.
shy,
Yeah.
you know. But I felt she was happy. You know,
Yeah.
I felt
Yeah.
like, you know, she
Yeah.
didn't say nothing, but I feel like she was like, oh, you know,
Right.
like, you
Right.
Because she knew what the
Yeah.
customs were, and she knew that you were going out of your way to show her in some way that you do love her without having to say it. She knew that a son that didn't love his mother wouldn't have even done the side thing to let her know, right?
Yeah.
I'm showing you something.
Yeah.
You're that important to me.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know,
So when did you hug your dad?
I never hugged dad there, you know, like, you know, last time I went to Japan 5 years ago, right? That day, my mind was like, not like right now, you know?
Sure.
So, but I did shake hands, you know, like when I come back, I did shake hands, but that one was like a big step to me, you
To
know?
shake his hand.
Yeah. But, you know, maybe next time when I back to Japan, maybe I'm going to hug to them, you know?
What, if you don't mind me asking, what profession is your father in?
What do you mean the profession?
Like, what does he do for a job? His
Oh,
job?
he was in the military.
He was in the military.
Yeah.
Like what-
I was in the military too.
You were?
Yeah. 18 to 23, like 5 years.
What did your dad do in the military, and what did you do in the military?
Oh, he did like playing the drum, like professional drum.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a snare drum?
Yeah. He was professional in the military.
Wow.
Wow.
Man, that's why you like beats.
Yeah, I love the music.
Yeah. Would your dad practice at home and just be like,
Yeah. He every day when I was a kid.
I love that. Dude, you know what, man? I might take up the drums and then wake my kids up. Wake up. I love that. And what did you do in the military?
Oh, I was in the Navy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was jumping that like a battleship, like what do you call battleship?
Battleship.
Yeah, the big one, you know.
Yeah, man, like cleaning the gun and pointing it.
Yeah,
towards-
exactly. I was a professional shooter.
Yeah. Watch it.
Hey,
watch it, though.
point that shit. Point it towards Ukraine.
You know what's interesting is one thing that I learned about Japanese culture when I start going to Japan.
Yeah.
I
When was it the first time the trip to the Japan?
1993.
Oh, really?
1993.
Oh,
Yep.
shit.
And then me in prison, and then I went again like 97, and then 2000, 2004. Yeah, like maybe like 4 or 5 times.
Okay.
But first time was then. But something interesting. Okay, so I'm working with the distributors out there. I meet here in Los Angeles, and they're gonna do distribute in Japan. And we have like a Chicano culture clothing in 92.
Okay.
So
okay.
and
The here or the here, right?
here, and our distributor pick us up,
Yeah.
and he's about the like Chicano, like low riding cartoon, and so we're working together.
Yeah.
And so he tells me, because this is how they are in Japan. If you gonna be a skateboard guy, and you're gonna distribute skateboards, you're gonna wear skateboard shit, you can't change you can't be a skateboard guy like at 20, and then 25 you're gonna be punk rock guy. Right?
Yeah.
And then at 30, then 35, you're going to decide that you want to be like a tattoo guy. Like
You
that
gotta
thing
pick a
working.
lane and stay there.
In Japan, no. You're going to be this going to be the whole time.
Yeah,
You're going to
yeah,
stay
yeah.
this style.
Yeah.
You go, anytime go like that, then the people are going to be like,
Yeah, what you doing? Like, you know? Yeah.
Or no talk to you. You know, just, that guy's a fake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
So they would tell me this, you know?
Yeah, that's a back in the day for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's like that?
Yeah.
You gotta be one way or the other, and that's that.
You're not gonna go this way, that way. Now that's like a hoto, you know. You know. Yeah.
That's one of the greatest things that's ever been said
That's
on this
gonna be-
show, bro.
That's gonna
That's
become
a soundbite, bro.
That's a soundbite.
That's soundbite forever.
That's like a hoto, you know.
Hoto, you know.
That's like a hoto, you know.
We're gonna make a new shirt.
Yeah.
Hard luck shirt.
Yeah.
Gonna be like a hoto, you know.
That's like a hoto, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, we
man.
do know, man. Yeah, we do know.
Yeah, you know, I tell them 1992 first time I go Japan, and we go dinner and lunch and make a business, and then last night for Japan, before come back to Los Angeles, me and Polly B and my friend Esteban, distributors say we take you to special dinner for this night. We go for shabu shabu. But in this time, Los Angeles, no shabu shabu.
No,
They don't even know.
No,
No,
of course. You don't know.
shabu-shabu, Oh man, dude, they bring out this meat, bro. Do you know what shabu shabu is?
Yeah, man.
Well, back in '92, people they wasn't even knowing out here, bro.
Right.
People did not know. They didn't
Right.
know. So they tell us, man, they bring out all the meats, all the things, and we're doing this, and I was taking pictures. I doing everything, dude. I was fucking, we had the cameras out, taking pictures. We couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So every time I would go to Japan, my distributor, he knew, Lucky we go shabu shabu right away. Then I see shabu shabu. Maybe 10, 15 years later.
Oh, they start here.
Start here. A little bit
really?
shabu shabu.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
So now a little bit around, but I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it going
yeah.
there.
But now, like, you know, not only Japanese, maybe they got like a Mongolians or something. Yeah, they start a shabu shabu too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But like the taste is totally different though.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's all different.
Yeah. But I like, you know, I'm from Japan, so I like Japanese style.
I tell you what I liked about Japan, because I'm a smoker. Let me tell you guys something. When I was there in 92, you smoke in the hospital.
Right.
You ashtrays in the hospital. The doctors are smoking. I would go get eating ramen and the chef cooking.
That's
the
an
ramen
old school.
with the cigarette in the mouth, bro. No problem. Everywhere smoking. I like it a lot, dude.
I kind of want to bring it back, man. I was watching some fucking interview with Jackie Gleason smoking the whole time, and I'm like, when did we become a country where a grown man can't motherfucking chain smoke on television?
Dude, I grew up. When I grew up,
Yeah.
you want to smoke cigarette?
No.
No problem.
Oh,
You don't
really?
like smoke here, smoke a plane, smoke in the car,
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
The fuck? Now?
Yeah.
Crybaby.
No, I allow anywhere.
Motherfucking fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Pussy, pussy motherfuckers, man.
Pussy, motherfucker.
I'm gonna have a cigarette right as soon as we're done.
God damn it.
Hey, so listen. Hey,
Yeah.
man, dude, you gotta. I need you maybe every couple months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Come.
Oh,
Yeah.
I pull
sit
up. Yeah.
fucking
We're going to do a
Yeah.
smoking show. We're just going to be outside smoking like
Yeah.
I don't smoke, man. So.
They don't smoke either. Only me.
Yeah, we'll do the
Okay.
shabu
Yeah, I'm the
shabu.
only
We'll
one.
do the shabu shabu show, and then you
yeah,
can
yeah.
talk shit.
I'm
You be
down.
like, this is Mongolian.
Yeah,
you know?
Hell yeah, let's do it. I'm
What
down.
kind of bullshit is real?
The real shabu shabu.
yeah,
No
yeah,
Mongolian
yeah,
shabu shabu.
Hey, I got a quick question before we get to the, because I know we're getting close to the
Yeah.
deal. So here in Los Angeles, we have a lot of Japanese American that live in Gardena.
Oh, yeah, maybe Torrance?
Yeah, and Torrance,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what is your perspective or what's your interaction like with Japanese Americans who are like totally Americanized?
Okay, so honestly,
Yeah,
I have like 95% Mexican friends.
right,
So I don't know. I don't have like any American Japanese friends.
right.
Any American? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know about them, but I think like yeah. Honestly, I don't have friends. Any friends?
Boy,
American
that sounds like a diplomatic answer. Let me ask it this way. And I'm just going to ask this. And
Okay.
that could be off my fucking mind. What do I know, right? I'm a fucking crazy man. What about this? How is it in Japan, right, that somebody that's Japanese American here in this country, right,
Yeah.
they know that they've got Japanese heritage and they go to Japan.
Yeah.
How is it that people from Japan know, like just by looking at them, that's a Japanese American? How do they know that?
Maybe eyes. little bit different.
Right. What is it?
Like okay, I can't tell. Like maybe you guys don't understand we different between like Korean, Chinese, or Japanese. You guys are thinking everybody looks like same, right?
That's what people think about white people too. Everyone looks at white people and they're like, y'all look the same. Go
yeah,
ahead.
right. But for me, even like from Japanese people or from Japan,
Yeah.
we know what's difference between the Korean, Chinese, us that looks like. Mm-hmm. But people ask me like, what's the difference? But we're not gonna tell. Like, we don't know which one, but we can tell. Like, oh, he's Japanese, he's a Korean, and 80% we correct.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know what's the difference. I can't explain to you because that's a feeling,
Right,
Like
right,
so,
right.
I'm gonna tell. I
Right,
can't
but
tell.
like I'm specifically because I understand that like maybe people in certain areas of the world are exposed to more. You see more of these people, so you start to pick up unconsciously in your
Yeah.
mind, right? You pick it up, and
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
it's a feeling. You
Yeah,
just
feeling.
know.
Yeah.
But why, like a Japanese American, when they come to actual Japan, everybody that's really from Japan, that was born in Japan,
Yeah.
even though it's the same. Like,
Okay, let me tell you something though.
Yeah.
I mean, can I ask you something?
Go ahead.
Are you Mexican?
No, I'm American Indian.
American Indian.
Native
Okay, so
American.
you are American Mexican.
No.
Oh, no?
No, I'm no Mexican.
Oh, really?
I only grow up in Mexican neighborhood.
Oh, but you're not Mexican.
No, he is.
Oh, really? So, what's the difference of people from the who born and raised here in the Mexican born and raised here,
Yeah.
and then born and raised in the Mexico?
Oh, I can tell you that.
That's easy.
I can tell you
Go
that.
ahead. Wait, ladies. Wait. Mr. and Mrs. Earbuds, Big Pig Mike's is bending down over invading Sean's space. He said it's easy. Go ahead, please.
What's it? Basically, fourth generation American, being Mexican American, you can tell by your accent, the fact that my generation, the lack of speaking Spanish.
Okay.
That too. And especially when you got people from Mexico, depends what part they're from. And you can tell by their accent and the way they speak Spanish and different slang terms too.
Wait, let me ask you this, Big
ahead.
Pig Mike. Can somebody from Mexico, who's actually from Mexico, born and raised in Mexico, okay? Let's stop fucking around. Right? Without hearing speech.
Right.
Somebody from LA who's Mexican through and through, but born and raised in LA. When they get off the plane and they walk into the airport, do all the native born Mexican folks, can they see, oh yeah, that motherfucker's from America? Without saying.
Just not even saying anything.
Yeah.
It's the way they dress.
Right, it's the way they dress.
Right, so
Yeah, that's why he says it's the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Oh, well.
Because I'll tell you something, dude. I know a lot of people from
America does a number on you.
Right.
America does something that everybody else can see.
Yeah. They're American.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Because I know a lot of people from lots of different cultures.
Yeah.
They even immigrated here and they were here long enough.
Yeah.
They, in their mind,
They went back home and got an ass whooping.
or they just exactly. In their mind, like here, they're like, yeah, I'm still from El Salvador. I'm still from. Then they go back there after 20 years. They're like, you ain't from El Salvador.
Right.
Right.
Was it more like assimilation then? You want to, like, when my
I
grandfather.
think it's talking, it's looking at the way. I mean, there's Europeans, bro, that look no different than me.
Right.
Europeans, you know?
Right.
But as soon as you see how high they got their pants,
Yes. Or like
they got the
socks,
right,
the socks with the fucking tevas. I'm like, that's a German tourist.
even the haircut.
German tourist with the fucking fanny pack.
Hey, with a tight shirt.
Yeah.
It's like super tight. Right? You're like, they're like to say shit
like,
to you.
this
Like, you're motherfucker from England, right?
Right. Sometimes you can even tell by the haircut. You're like, fuck that.
yeah.
Right, exactly. Okay.
All right.
Well,
All right. Well, there it's good.
Excellent. Very good. A la verga.
A la verga.
Yeah.
We had Hidey on. Hidey, follow Hidey. Hidey, how do people follow you? If they
On
want to check out the
Instagram,
lowrider.
the Instagram is HIDE90006. Please follow me, and a big shout out to the Lucky, and a big shout out to the right here, the Peoples.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Raza.
Yeah.
Big shout out to the Japonese, you know?
You got to miss a beat. Hey, man.
Hey, thank
follow
you for
my guy.
having me, you know?
Of
Thank
course,
you so
brother.
much, everybody.
Thank you for. Hey, did you give him his bag? Let's give him his bag.
Get
Give him a
on
little
it, man. The
bag.
other
know
way you
what's
can
up.
tell they're from America is they don't work.
Yeah. That ain't you, Mike. That for sure ain't you, partner. Yeah, a little bag.
thank you so
A little
much.
bag
Thank
from
you so
Cookies
much.
for a day, you know?
Yeah, thank you. The shout out to the cookies, you know?
Yep.
That's always
And-
like, we work together sometimes,
Always, brother.
you know?
Good man. When you at Cookies event, you're usually going to see Hidey because he
Yeah,
always
yeah.
come and support. That's our homie. Thank you for coming on today.
Thank you so much.
Big shout out. Big shout out to everybody over at Cookies. Big shout out to Lowrider. Big shout out to Vibes. Everybody, supermaxhardware.com. Enzo's Pizzeria. Thank you. Stellan Oreo.
That's right.
The show, bro. And that's what I got. Mondays and Thursdays, the Hard Luck Show. What do you got, Chew?
Ovandabo and LLP, we wear braids to court. Let the tomahawks fly, the best legal representation that money can buy.
Yeah. Go, Sean. Go, Sean.
Yeah, they bring half the chicken.
Don't forget to hit us up at hardluckshow.com.
Hey, today I'm
That's it.
cool.
And like we do about this time, we out of here. Hasta la vista.
Or drive safe.
Instagram.
Or I drive safe. Because I've been real quiet this time listening. Say they were weird making burritos and say they were weird making burritos and fat white boy cops.